AI Real Estate Investment Finder. Imagine being able to identify the next real estate hotspot before everyone else does. A neighborhood where property prices are about to rise, rental demand is growing, and investors who enter early could make enormous returns. Now imagine discovering those opportunities not by guessing or relying on local rumors, but by using an intelligent system that analyzes massive amounts of real estate data and predicts where the best investments are likely to be. This is the idea behind an AI real estate investment finder. Real estate has always been one of the most powerful ways to build wealth. Across the world, many of the richest individuals and institutions have made fortunes through property investments. But finding the right property at the right time is extremely difficult. Investors must analyze prices, rental yields, location trends, infrastructure developments, population growth, employment patterns, and many other factors. Traditionally, this process requires years of experience and access to large amounts of market data. Even professional investors sometimes struggle to identify the best opportunities. An AI real estate investment finder changes the entire process by turning data into clear investment insights. The system collects information from multiple sources such as property listings, historical price trends, rental markets, demographic statistics, infrastructure projects, economic indicators, and local development plans. Instead of analyzing one property at a time, the AI studies entire cities and regions simultaneously. By examining patterns across this data, the AI can identify areas where property values are likely to rise. For example, if the system detects that a neighborhood is experiencing increasing population growth, new transportation infrastructure, rising rental demand, and growing employment opportunities, it may predict that property prices in that area are likely to increase in the near future. Investors using the platform could simply enter their investment criteria. They might specify their budget, preferred location, desired rental yield, or long-term appreciation goals. The AI would then scan thousands of properties and identify those that best match the investor's objectives. Instead of spending weeks researching properties manually, investors could discover opportunities in minutes. Another powerful feature is rental yield analysis. Many property investors focus on generating rental income rather than simply waiting for property prices to rise. The AI could calculate expected rental yields for different properties by analyzing local rental prices, demand levels, and occupancy rates. This helps investors identify properties that produce strong cash flow. The system could also analyze historical price trends. By studying how property values have changed over time in specific areas, the AI can estimate potential appreciation rates. While no prediction is guaranteed, data-driven insights can greatly improve investment decisions. Risk analysis is another critical component. Real estate investments carry significant financial risks. Economic downturns, oversupply of housing, or declining local industries can reduce property values. An AI system could evaluate these risks by analyzing economic indicators such as employment trends, construction activity, and population movement. If the AI detects warning signs in a particular market, it could alert investors before they make costly mistakes. The platform could also help investors discover emerging markets. In many cases, the biggest real estate profits occur in areas that are still developing. When infrastructure projects like highways, metro systems, airports, or business districts are announced, property prices in nearby areas often rise dramatically. An AI system could track government announcements, construction projects, and urban development plans to identify these emerging opportunities early. Another advantage of the AI real estate investment finder is portfolio analysis. Many investors own multiple properties in different locations. The AI could analyze the performance of their entire portfolio, evaluating factors such as rental income, appreciation rates, and market risks. It could recommend whether to hold, sell, or acquire additional properties to optimize returns. This transforms property investment from guesswork into a data-driven strategy. The platform could also integrate financial calculations. Investors could simulate different scenarios, such as mortgage payments, interest rates, maintenance costs, and tax implications. The AI could estimate long-term returns and help investors understand the financial impact of each property. Another exciting possibility is global real estate analysis. Investors increasingly look for opportunities in international markets. An AI system could analyze real estate data across multiple countries and highlight cities with strong growth potential. This would allow investors to diversify their portfolios beyond their local markets. From a business perspective, the AI Real Estate Investment Finder could be offered as a subscription platform. Real estate investors, property developers, brokers, and financial institutions could all benefit from the insights provided by the system. Basic versions of the platform might provide property recommendations and market analysis. More advanced versions could include predictive models, portfolio optimization tools, and real-time alerts for new investment opportunities. Real estate agencies could also use the platform to assist clients in finding profitable investments. Instead of manually searching for properties, agents could use AI-generated insights to present high-potential opportunities to buyers. As artificial intelligence becomes more advanced, these systems may eventually predict market trends with remarkable accuracy. They could detect early signals of housing demand shifts, identify neighborhoods undergoing transformation, and forecast long-term urban growth patterns. In the future, successful property investors may rely heavily on AI tools to guide their strategies. Instead of relying solely on intuition or local advice, they will have access to powerful data-driven insights that reveal hidden opportunities in the market. The AI Real Estate Investment Finder represents a new way of approaching property investment. By combining massive data analysis with predictive intelligence, it transforms one of the world's oldest investment industries into a smarter and more efficient system. And for investors searching for the next great opportunity, having an intelligent system that constantly scans the market could be the key to finding the right property at exactly the right time. AI Social Media Content Generator. Every day, millions of businesses struggle with the same challenge. What should we post today? Social media has become one of the most powerful marketing tools in the world, yet many companies fail to use it effectively. They know they need to stay active on platforms like Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Facebook, but creating engaging content consistently is difficult. Writing posts, designing captions, choosing hashtags, creating visuals, and keeping up with trends takes time and creativity. Now imagine an intelligent system that can generate high-performing social media content instantly, tailored specifically for your brand and audience. This is the idea behind an AI social media content generator. Social media is no longer just a place to share updates. It has become a powerful business engine that drives brand awareness, customer engagement, and sales. A single viral post can bring thousands of new customers to a business overnight. But the problem is that most companies don't have the resources to constantly create fresh, engaging content. Marketing teams often spend hours brainstorming ideas, writing captions, editing images, and scheduling posts. Even after all that effort, there is no guarantee the content will perform well. Sometimes a carefully crafted post receives little attention, while a simple spontaneous post goes viral. An AI social media content generator changes this process completely. Instead of struggling to come up with ideas, businesses could simply tell the AI about their brand, products, and audience. The AI analyzes this information and generates posts specifically designed to engage that audience. It can create captions, hashtags, image ideas, and even full content calendars for weeks or months in advance. For example, a small clothing brand could enter information about its style, target audience, and seasonal promotions. The AI could generate Instagram captions highlighting new arrivals, Twitter posts announcing discounts, LinkedIn updates about the brand's story, and TikTok content ideas designed to attract younger audiences. The system can also analyze trending topics and viral formats across social media platforms. By studying millions of posts, the AI learns what kinds of content perform best in different niches. It understands patterns such as emotional storytelling, curiosity-driven headlines, educational content, humor, and visually striking posts. When generating content, the AI incorporates these patterns to maximize engagement. Another powerful feature is personalization. Not every audience responds to the same style of content. A technology company targeting professionals might need informative and thought-provoking posts, while a fashion brand might focus on visually appealing and trendy content. The AI analyzes audience behavior, engagement patterns, and demographics to tailor the tone and style of each post. For example, it might generate professional thought leadership posts for LinkedIn, playful captions for Instagram, and short punchy updates for Twitter. Each platform has its own culture and content style, and the AI adapts accordingly. Consistency is another major challenge for businesses. Many companies start posting regularly but eventually stop because maintaining a steady content flow becomes overwhelming. An AI social media content generator can solve this by creating complete posting schedules. The system can generate a month's worth of content in minutes, including captions, hashtags, and suggested images or videos. This allows businesses to maintain a consistent online presence without spending hours on content creation. The AI can also analyze past performance. By studying engagement data such as likes, shares, comments, and click-through rates, the system learns which types of content work best for a specific brand. Over time, it refines its recommendations to generate increasingly effective posts. Another exciting capability is automated campaign creation. If a company launches a new product or promotion, the AI could design an entire social media campaign. It might generate teaser posts, launch announcements, promotional offers, customer testimonials, and follow-up engagement posts. Instead of planning campaigns manually, businesses could rely on AI to generate creative marketing strategies. The system could also include visual generation capabilities. By integrating with image generation tools, the AI could produce custom graphics, promotional banners, or product visuals designed specifically for social media platforms. This eliminates the need for separate design software and speeds up the content creation process. From a business perspective, the AI social media content generator has enormous market potential. Millions of small businesses, entrepreneurs, influencers, and marketing agencies struggle with social media management. A platform that automates content creation could save them countless hours while improving their marketing effectiveness. The platform could operate as a subscription service where users receive a certain number of AI-generated posts each month. Advanced plans could include features like trend analysis, competitor monitoring, engagement analytics, and automated posting. Marketing agencies could also use the platform to manage multiple clients simultaneously. Instead of creating content manually for each brand, agencies could use AI to generate drafts and then refine them before publishing. As artificial intelligence continues to evolve, these systems will become even more creative. They may analyze audience emotions, detect emerging cultural trends, and predict which types of content are likely to go viral. In the future, social media marketing might become a collaboration between human creativity and artificial intelligence. Humans provide the brand vision and strategy, while AI handles the heavy work of generating and optimizing content. The AI social media content generator represents a new era in digital marketing. Instead of businesses constantly worrying about what to post next, they can rely on intelligent systems to generate engaging content that keeps their brand visible and relevant. And in a world where attention is one of the most valuable currencies, having a powerful tool that helps capture that attention can make a huge difference for any business. AI Agricultural Advisor. Imagine a farmer standing in the middle of a field, looking at crops that suddenly appear unhealthy. The leaves are turning yellow, the growth seems slower than expected, and the farmer is unsure whether the problem is caused by pests, soil conditions, lack of nutrients, or weather changes. Traditionally, solving this problem might require waiting days for an agricultural expert or conducting expensive tests. But what if a farmer could simply take a picture of the plant, upload it into an intelligent system, and receive immediate advice about what is happening and how to fix it? This is the powerful idea behind an AI agricultural advisor. Agriculture has always been one of the most essential industries in human history. Farmers feed entire populations, yet many still rely on traditional knowledge and limited resources when making decisions about crops, soil, irrigation, and pest control. Weather uncertainty, soil conditions, and disease outbreaks can quickly affect crop productivity. In many regions, farmers lack easy access to agricultural experts who can guide them through these challenges. An AI agricultural advisor changes this by placing advanced agricultural knowledge directly into the hands of farmers. The system works by analyzing various types of information related to farming. Farmers can upload photos of crops, describe symptoms affecting plants, or input data about soil conditions and weather patterns. The AI processes this information and compares it with agricultural databases that contain knowledge about plant diseases, pests, nutrient deficiencies, and crop management practices. For example, if a farmer uploads a picture of leaves with unusual spots or discoloration, the AI can analyze the visual patterns and identify possible diseases or pest infestations. It might determine that the crop is affected by a fungal infection or insect damage and recommend specific treatments. The system can also provide advice about fertilizer use. Many farmers struggle to determine the correct amount of nutrients needed for their crops. Overuse of fertilizers can damage soil health and increase costs, while underuse can limit crop growth. By analyzing soil data and crop type, the AI can recommend precise nutrient levels that improve productivity without wasting resources. Weather analysis is another important feature. Agriculture depends heavily on weather conditions such as rainfall, temperature, humidity, and wind patterns. An AI agricultural advisor can integrate real-time weather forecasts and provide guidance based on upcoming conditions. For instance, if heavy rainfall is expected, the system might recommend delaying fertilizer application or adjusting irrigation schedules. If a heat wave is predicted, the AI might suggest protective measures for sensitive crops. Crop selection is another valuable capability. Farmers often face difficult decisions about which crops to plant each season. Market demand, soil conditions, and climate patterns all influence whether a crop will be profitable. The AI can analyze these factors and recommend crops that are most likely to succeed in a specific location. By studying historical yield data, soil composition, and regional climate patterns, the system can guide farmers toward more productive and profitable choices. Another powerful function is pest monitoring. Insects and plant diseases can spread quickly and destroy large portions of crops if not addressed early. The AI can analyze images and field data to detect early signs of infestations. Farmers receive alerts and treatment recommendations before the problem spreads widely. This early detection can prevent significant losses. Irrigation management is another area where AI can make a major impact. Water is one of the most valuable resources in agriculture. Many farmers either overwater or underwater their crops because they lack precise information about soil moisture levels. AI systems can analyze soil data and weather forecasts to recommend optimal irrigation schedules. This improves crop health while conserving water resources. The AI agricultural advisor could also include market intelligence. Farmers must decide not only what to grow but also when to sell their produce. The system can analyze market prices, demand trends, and supply conditions to help farmers make better financial decisions. For example, if the AI detects rising demand for a particular crop, it may suggest increasing production for the next planting season. Accessibility is one of the most important benefits of this technology. Many farmers operate in rural areas where access to agricultural advisors is limited. A smartphone-based AI platform could provide expert-level advice to farmers anywhere in the world. The system could also support multiple languages and voice interaction, allowing farmers to ask questions verbally rather than typing. From a business perspective, the AI agricultural advisor addresses a massive global market. Agriculture supports billions of people and represents a huge portion of the global economy. Farmers constantly seek tools that improve productivity, reduce costs, and protect crops from damage. The platform could operate as a mobile application where farmers subscribe for advanced features such as disease detection, weather analysis, and crop optimization. Governments and agricultural organizations might also support such systems to improve food production and rural development. Agricultural companies that produce seeds, fertilizers, or equipment could integrate their products into the system, allowing farmers to receive tailored recommendations. As artificial intelligence continues to evolve, these systems will become even more powerful. They may integrate satellite imagery, drone data, and soil sensors to monitor entire farms automatically. Future versions could analyze crop health across large regions and detect early warning signs of drought, disease outbreaks, or nutrient deficiencies. The AI agricultural advisor represents a new era in farming where advanced knowledge becomes available to every farmer, regardless of location or resources. Instead of relying solely on experience or guesswork, farmers will have access to intelligent systems that help them make precise decisions about planting, irrigation, pest control, and harvesting. And in a world where food production must continue to increase to support a growing population, tools that help farmers grow healthier crops more efficiently could play a crucial role in feeding the future. AI Personal Finance Manager. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that an intelligent system has already analyzed every dollar you spent yesterday. It knows where your money went, why you spent it, whether those expenses were necessary, and how those decisions affect your future financial goals. Instead of wondering where your money disappears every month, you suddenly have a clear picture of your financial life. This is the idea behind an AI Personal Finance Manager. For most people, managing money is stressful and confusing. Income comes in, expenses go out, and by the end of the month many people struggle to understand why their savings are not growing. Bills, subscriptions, groceries, investments, loans, and unexpected expenses create a complicated financial puzzle that many individuals find difficult to manage. Traditional budgeting tools exist, but they often require manual input and constant discipline. Users must categorize expenses themselves, track every purchase, and follow strict budgeting rules. Many people start using these tools but eventually abandon them because the process becomes tedious. An AI personal finance manager transforms this experience by automating the entire process. The system connects to a user's bank accounts, credit cards, and financial services. Instead of requiring manual tracking, the AI automatically categorizes transactions as they occur. It understands whether a purchase is related to groceries, dining, transportation, entertainment, or recurring subscriptions. Within seconds, the user can see a clear breakdown of their spending patterns. But the true power of this system lies in analysis and advice. The AI does not simply record expenses, it interprets them. It looks for patterns in spending behavior and identifies opportunities to improve financial health. If a user is spending too much on dining or subscriptions, the AI can highlight those trends and explain how they affect monthly savings. For example, the AI might notice that a user spends a significant amount each month on multiple streaming subscriptions that are rarely used. It could recommend canceling unnecessary services to reduce expenses. Another major feature is financial forecasting. The AI can analyze income, expenses, debts, and savings to project a user's financial future. It might estimate how long it will take to reach certain goals, such as building an emergency fund, paying off debt, or saving for a home. If a user's current spending habits are preventing them from reaching those goals, the AI can suggest specific adjustments. For example, it might recommend reducing discretionary spending by a certain percentage or allocating more funds towards savings each month. These suggestions are personalized based on the user's financial situation. Debt management is another critical area where AI can help. Many people struggle with loans, credit card balances, and interest payments. The AI can analyze all outstanding debts and recommend the most efficient repayment strategy. It may suggest prioritizing debts with the highest interest rates or restructuring payments to reduce long-term costs. By providing clear repayment plans, the system helps users regain control of their financial obligations. Investment guidance can also be integrated into the platform. Many individuals want to invest but feel uncertain about where to start. The AI can analyze a user's income, risk tolerance, and financial goals to recommend investment strategies. It might suggest diversified portfolios, long-term retirement plans, or periodic investment contributions. While the AI does not replace professional financial advisors entirely, it can provide valuable insights that help individuals make better financial decisions. Another powerful capability is real-time financial alerts. The system can notify users when unusual spending occurs, when account balances drop below certain levels, or when bills are due. These alerts prevent small financial issues from turning into serious problems. For example, if the AI detects that a subscription price has increased or a duplicate charge appears on a credit card statement, it can alert the user immediately. Behavioral insights are another fascinating aspect. Human spending habits are often influenced by psychology and emotions. People tend to spend more when they are stressed, bored, or celebrating. AI systems can detect these behavioral patterns and help users become more aware of their financial habits. For instance, the AI might notice that a user consistently overspends on weekends or during certain times of the month. By highlighting these patterns, the system encourages more mindful financial decisions. Another useful feature is financial goal tracking. Users can set goals such as saving for a vacation, purchasing a car, or building a retirement fund. The AI tracks progress toward these goals and adjusts recommendations based on changing financial conditions. If a user receives a salary increase or reduces certain expenses, the system updates projections and shows how these changes accelerate progress toward financial targets. From a business perspective, the AI personal finance manager has enormous global demand. Millions of people struggle with budgeting, saving, and managing debt. A platform that simplifies financial management while offering intelligent guidance could attract a massive user base. The system could operate as a mobile application or web platform where users subscribe to premium features. Basic services such as expense tracking could be free, while advanced analytics, forecasting tools, and investment insights could be offered through paid plans. Banks and financial institutions could also integrate the AI system into their digital banking platforms. By offering intelligent financial guidance to customers, banks can improve customer satisfaction while strengthening long-term relationships. As artificial intelligence continues to evolve, these systems will become even more sophisticated. They may eventually understand individual financial personalities, predict future spending behavior, and provide highly personalized financial strategies. In the future, managing money may no longer feel overwhelming. Instead of struggling with spreadsheets, complicated budgets, and financial uncertainty, people may rely on intelligent systems that guide them towards smarter financial decisions. The AI Personal Finance Manager represents a future where financial clarity becomes accessible to everyone. By turning complex financial data into simple, actionable insights, it empowers individuals to take control of their money and build stronger financial futures. And for many people, that kind of financial clarity could be life-changing. AI Code Debugging Assistant. Imagine spending hours writing code for a software project, only to encounter a mysterious error that refuses to disappear. The program crashes, the error messages are unclear, and every attempted fix leads to another problem. For developers, debugging can sometimes take longer than writing the code itself. Now imagine an intelligent system that reads your code instantly, identifies the exact location of the problem, explains why the error occurred, and suggests the best way to fix it. This is the idea behind an AI Code Debugging Assistant. Software development is one of the most important industries in the modern world. Every website, mobile app, financial system, and digital service relies on complex code. But writing software is rarely a smooth process. Even experienced developers regularly encounter bugs, logical errors, and compatibility issues. These problems can appear for many reasons. A single misplaced character, an incorrect variable reference, or a misunderstanding of how a function behaves can cause an entire program to fail. Debugging these issues often requires carefully reviewing hundreds or even thousands of lines of code. An AI Code Debugging Assistant changes this process dramatically. The system works by analyzing the entire codebase. A developer can upload their program files or paste sections of code into the platform. The AI reads the code and builds a structural understanding of how different parts of the program interact. Instead of simply checking for syntax errors, the AI examines deeper logic within the code. For example, it might detect that a function is being called with the wrong type of input. It might notice that a variable is referenced before it is defined, or that a loop condition will cause the program to run indefinitely. Once the AI identifies a problem, it explains the issue in clear language. Many error messages produced by programming environments can be confusing, especially for beginners. The AI translates these technical messages into understandable explanations. It describes what went wrong, where the error occurred, and how it affects the rest of the program. This makes debugging far easier, particularly for new developers who are still learning programming concepts. The AI can also suggest solutions. Instead of leaving developers to figure out the fix themselves, the system proposes corrected versions of the code. These suggestions are not random guesses. They are based on patterns learned from large collections of software projects and programming best practices. For example, if the error involves incorrect use of a programming library, the AI may suggest the proper syntax and provide a corrected example. Another powerful feature is performance optimization. Sometimes a program works correctly but runs inefficiently. Poorly structured loops, unnecessary computations, or memory-heavy operations can slow down software significantly. The AI can analyze code performance and recommend improvements that make the program faster and more efficient. This helps developers write higher-quality software. Another major advantage is cross-language support. Modern developers often work with multiple programming languages such as Python, JavaScript, Java, C++, and many others. The AI Code Debugging Assistant can analyze code across these languages and provide guidance regardless of the programming environment. This flexibility makes it useful for both beginners and experienced developers. Integration with development tools is another important capability. Many developers use integrated development environments where they write and test code. The AI assistant could be built directly into these environments, allowing developers to receive debugging suggestions while they are writing code. Instead of stopping work to search for answers online, developers receive instant guidance within their coding environment. Another valuable feature is learning support. For beginners, debugging can be frustrating because they do not fully understand why errors occur. The AI can explain programming concepts while suggesting fixes. When a bug appears, the system might explain the underlying concept that caused the problem. This turns debugging into a learning experience rather than a frustrating obstacle. The AI can also analyze entire software projects rather than just individual errors. Large codebases often contain hidden issues such as security vulnerabilities, outdated dependencies, or poor architectural design. The system can scan the entire project and provide recommendations for improving stability, security, and maintainability. From a business perspective, the AI code debugging assistant addresses a rapidly growing market. Software development is expanding across industries. Businesses need developers to build websites, mobile applications, cloud systems, and automation tools. As the demand for software increases, tools that help developers work faster and more efficiently become extremely valuable. The platform could operate as a subscription-based developer tool. Individual programmers could use it to debug personal projects, while companies could deploy it across development teams to improve productivity. Educational institutions could also use the system to help students learn programming. Instead of waiting for instructors to review assignments, students could receive immediate feedback on coding mistakes. As artificial intelligence continues to evolve, debugging assistants will become even more advanced. They may eventually detect bugs before the code is even executed, predict potential errors during development, and suggest better design structures for entire software systems. In the future, software development may become a collaboration between human creativity and artificial intelligence. Developers will still design systems and write logic, but AI assistants will continuously monitor the code, catch mistakes, and suggest improvements in real time. The AI code debugging assistant represents a shift towards smarter programming environments. By turning complex technical errors into understandable guidance, it helps developers write better software more efficiently. And in a world where software powers nearly every aspect of modern life, tools that simplify the development process could play a crucial role in shaping the future of technology. AI podcast generator. Imagine having an idea for a podcast but no microphone, no recording studio, and no experience in audio production. You want to share stories, explain topics, or discuss interesting ideas, but the technical work behind podcast creation feels overwhelming. Now imagine a system where you simply type your topic, and within minutes a fully produced podcast episode appears, complete with narration, background music, natural pacing, and even multiple voices if needed. This is the idea behind an AI podcast generator. Podcasting has become one of the fastest growing forms of media. Millions of people listen to podcasts every day while commuting, exercising, studying, or relaxing. Podcasts cover nearly every topic imaginable: technology, history, business, entertainment, science, storytelling, and more. However, creating a professional podcast requires multiple steps. First, the creator must research the topic and write a script. Then comes recording the audio, which may require specialized equipment and a quiet recording environment. After recording, the audio must be edited, cleaned, and enhanced with music or sound effects. For many aspiring creators, these technical steps create barriers that prevent them from starting a podcast at all. An AI podcast generator removes these barriers by automating the entire process. The user begins by entering a topic or concept for the episode. For example, someone might want to create a podcast episode explaining a historical event, discussing business strategies, or telling a fictional story. The AI first generates a structured script based on the topic. It organizes the content into a narrative flow that keeps listeners engaged from beginning to end. The script may begin with an attention-grabbing introduction, move through the main ideas of the episode, and conclude with a memorable closing. Once the script is ready, the system converts it into spoken audio using advanced voice synthesis technology. The user can choose from a variety of voices, accents, and speaking styles. Some voices might sound conversational and friendly, while others might sound formal and informative. The AI can also adjust pacing and emphasis so that the audio sounds natural rather than robotic. Another powerful feature is multi-speaker generation. Many podcasts involve conversations between hosts or interviews with guests. The AI can simulate these interactions by assigning different voices to different parts of the script. This creates a dynamic listening experience similar to real podcast discussions. For example, one voice could act as the host while another voice presents expert insights or asks questions. The system can also add background music and sound design. Music can play an important role in setting the tone of a podcast. The AI can select suitable music for introductions, transitions, and endings. It may also include subtle sound effects to enhance storytelling. These audio elements make the final podcast sound polished and professional. Another useful capability is episode customization. Creators can adjust the length of the podcast episode depending on their audience. A quick 5-minute update might work well for daily news summaries, while a longer 30-minute episode might suit deep discussions or storytelling. The AI can generate scripts and audio content that match the desired length and style. Content repurposing is another advantage. Many creators already produce written content such as blog posts or articles. The AI podcast generator can convert this text into podcast episodes automatically. This allows creators to expand their audience by turning written content into audio experiences. For businesses, this opens exciting marketing opportunities. Companies often produce blogs, reports, or newsletters that contain valuable insights. By converting this content into podcasts, they can reach audiences who prefer listening over reading. Another powerful feature is automatic publishing. The AI platform could integrate with major podcast distribution services. Once an episode is generated, the system can automatically upload it to platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other podcast networks. This simplifies the entire publishing process. The AI can also analyze listener engagement. By studying download numbers, listening duration, and audience feedback, the system learns which types of episodes perform best. Over time, it can suggest topics that are likely to attract more listeners. This feedback loop helps creators continuously improve their content. From a business perspective, the AI podcast generator has enormous potential. Podcast audiences continue to grow around the world. Yet many people with great ideas hesitate to start podcasts because of technical barriers or lack of time. A platform that simplifies podcast production could attract content creators, businesses, educators, and media organizations. The service could operate as a subscription platform where users generate podcast episodes regularly. Advanced features might include voice cloning, multi-language podcasts, automated episode scheduling, and audience analytics. Marketing agencies could use the platform to create branded podcasts for clients. Educational institutions could produce learning podcasts for students. Media companies could generate audio content across multiple topics quickly and efficiently. As artificial intelligence continues to evolve, podcast generation will become even more sophisticated. Future systems may analyze listener preferences, detect trending topics, and automatically generate podcast series designed to capture audience interest. The AI podcast generator represents a new era of audio content creation. Instead of requiring expensive equipment and technical expertise, anyone with an idea can create a professional podcast. Stories, knowledge, and conversations can be transformed into engaging audio experiences with just a few clicks. And in a world where people increasingly consume information through audio while on the move, tools that simplify podcast creation could unlock an entirely new wave of voices and ideas. AI Interior Design Planner. Imagine walking into an empty room in your home and wondering how to transform it into something beautiful. You might browse through magazines, scroll endlessly through design websites, or try to imagine how different furniture pieces might look together. But without professional design experience, it can be difficult to visualize the final result. Now imagine taking a photo of the room and uploading it into an intelligent system that instantly shows multiple fully designed versions of the space, complete with furniture, colors, lighting, and decoration ideas tailored to your style and budget. This is the idea behind an AI interior design planner. Interior design has always been a blend of creativity and planning. Designers must consider the layout of the room, furniture placement, lighting, color combinations, materials, and how people will move through the space. A well-designed room can dramatically improve comfort, productivity, and aesthetic appeal. However, professional interior designers can be expensive, and many homeowners struggle to visualize how different design choices will look before making purchases. An AI interior design planner simplifies this process by combining computer vision and design intelligence. The user begins by taking a photo of the room they want to redesign. This could be a living room, bedroom, office, kitchen, or any other interior space. The AI analyzes the image and identifies the dimensions of the room, the position of windows and doors, existing furniture, and the layout of the space. Once the room is understood, the system generates multiple design concepts. For example, a user might choose a particular style such as modern, minimalist, Scandinavian, classic, or industrial. The AI then redesigns the room based on that style. It suggests furniture pieces, color palettes, wall decorations, lighting arrangements, and layout changes that match the chosen aesthetic. Within seconds, the user can see how their room could look in different design styles. This visualization is extremely valuable because it allows homeowners to experiment with ideas before making expensive decisions. Instead of buying furniture that may not match the space, they can preview how everything will fit together. Another powerful feature is layout optimization. Many rooms suffer from poor furniture placement that limits functionality. The AI can analyze how people move through the room and recommend arrangements that maximize space efficiency and comfort. For example, it might reposition furniture to create better walking paths or recommend removing unnecessary items that clutter the room. Budget management is another important capability. Interior design projects can become expensive if not carefully planned. The AI system can recommend furniture and decor options within a user's budget range. It can also suggest alternative products that provide similar style at lower cost. For instance, if a user selects a luxury sofa that exceeds their budget, the AI might recommend similar designs from more affordable brands. Shopping integration is another exciting feature. Once the user selects a design concept they like, the AI can provide links to purchase the recommended furniture and decor items. This transforms the platform from a design tool into a complete interior planning and shopping experience. Instead of searching multiple stores for matching items, users can find everything they need in one place. Another valuable feature is lighting simulation. Lighting plays a major role in interior design, but it is often difficult to predict how lighting will affect a room. The AI can simulate different lighting conditions and show how the room will appear during the day or at night. It might recommend different types of lamps, ceiling lights, or window treatments to create the desired atmosphere. The system can also assist with renovation planning. For example, if someone wants to repaint walls, change flooring, or install new cabinets, the AI can generate visual previews of those changes. This allows homeowners to compare different options before committing to renovations. Another interesting capability is style personalization. Over time, the AI learns the user's preferences based on their interactions with the platform. If a user consistently selects certain color palettes or furniture styles, the system adjusts future recommendations to match those preferences. This creates a personalized design experience tailored to each individual. From a business perspective, the AI interior design planner has enormous market potential. Home improvement and interior decoration represent a massive global industry. Millions of homeowners, renters, and property developers constantly look for ways to improve living spaces. A platform that makes interior design accessible and affordable could attract a wide audience. The service could operate as a mobile app or web platform where users generate design concepts for free and pay for advanced features such as detailed layouts, 3D visualizations, and product recommendations. Furniture retailers and home decor brands could partner with the platform to showcase their products within design suggestions. When users purchase recommended items, the platform could earn commission revenue. Real estate developers could also use the system to stage properties digitally. Instead of physically furnishing apartments for marketing, developers could show potential buyers multiple interior design possibilities. As artificial intelligence continues to evolve, interior design tools will become even more sophisticated. Future systems may generate fully immersive 3D environments where users can walk through their redesigned rooms using virtual reality. Homeowners might eventually design entire houses using AI guidance, from floor plans to furniture placement. The AI interior design planner represents a new way to approach home design. Instead of relying solely on imagination or expensive professional services, anyone can visualize and plan beautiful living spaces with the help of intelligent technology. And for many people, transforming a simple room into a place that feels comfortable, functional, and inspiring can make a profound difference in everyday life. AI research assistant for students. Imagine being given a complex research assignment with dozens of academic papers to read, analyze, and summarize. The deadline is approaching, the information is overwhelming, and understanding technical language from multiple sources can take days or even weeks. Now imagine having an intelligent assistant that can read hundreds of research papers in seconds, extract the most important ideas, explain difficult concepts in simple terms, and help organize everything into clear notes. This is the idea behind an AI research assistant for students. Research has always been one of the most important parts of education. Whether students are studying science, history, economics, or literature, they are expected to gather information, analyze it carefully, and present meaningful conclusions. However, the modern academic world produces an enormous amount of information every day. Thousands of research papers are published across universities and journals worldwide. Students often struggle to identify which sources are most relevant and how to interpret them effectively. An AI research assistant transforms the way students interact with academic information. The system begins by allowing students to upload research papers, articles, textbooks, or lecture materials. The AI reads these documents quickly and analyzes the content in detail. Instead of forcing students to read long academic texts word by word, the system extracts the key ideas, arguments, and conclusions. The AI then presents a clear summary of the material. For example, if a student uploads a complex scientific paper, the AI can explain the research question, the methodology used in the study, the results obtained, and the significance of the findings. It can also translate technical terminology into simpler explanations that are easier to understand. This allows students to grasp the main ideas of a research paper in minutes rather than hours. Another powerful feature is topic exploration. Students often begin research projects without knowing exactly where to start. The AI can analyze the topic and suggest relevant sources, academic papers, and background information. It might identify influential studies, major theories, and important debates related to the subject. By guiding students toward high-quality sources, the system improves the quality of research from the beginning. Note organization is another major advantage. During research projects, students usually gather information from many different sources. Managing notes and keeping track of important points can become confusing. The AI can automatically organize information into structured notes based on themes and topics. For example, if a student is researching climate change, the system might categorize notes into sections such as environmental impact, economic consequences, technological solutions, and policy responses. This structured approach helps students build stronger arguments and clearer research papers. Citation management is another essential feature. Academic writing requires proper citation of sources to avoid plagiarism and give credit to original authors. The AI can automatically generate citations in different academic formats such as ARPA, MLA, or Chicago style. When the student uses information from a research paper, the system can track the source and generate the correct citation automatically. This saves time and ensures academic integrity. Another valuable capability is question answering. Students often encounter concepts they do not fully understand. Instead of searching through multiple textbooks or websites, they can ask the AI directly. The system analyzes relevant academic materials and provides clear explanations. For instance, a student studying physics might ask about a complicated theory, and the AI could break it down into simple language while referencing relevant research. Comparison of sources is another powerful feature. Sometimes different research papers present conflicting viewpoints or interpretations. The AI can analyze multiple sources and highlight where they agree or disagree. It might explain why different researchers reach different conclusions and how those perspectives contribute to the overall understanding of the topic. This deeper analysis helps students develop critical thinking skills. The AI research assistant can also help with writing preparation. Once the research phase is complete, the system can assist students in organizing their ideas into an outline for essays or reports. It might suggest logical structures for presenting arguments, supporting evidence, and conclusions. By guiding students through the writing process, the AI helps transform raw research into coherent academic work. From a business perspective, the AI research assistant addresses a massive global market. Millions of students around the world conduct research projects every year. Universities, colleges, and educational institutions constantly look for tools that improve learning efficiency and academic performance. A platform that simplifies research and academic writing could attract students, teachers, and institutions alike. The system could operate as a subscription-based educational platform where students gain access to research tools, document analysis, citation management, and academic guidance. Universities could also adopt the platform as part of their learning systems, providing students with advanced digital research tools. As artificial intelligence continues to evolve, these research assistants will become even more powerful. They may eventually analyze entire academic fields, identify emerging research trends, and suggest new research questions that students and scholars can explore. In the future, students may rely on AI research assistants to navigate the vast landscape of human knowledge. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by endless academic material, learners will have intelligent systems that guide them toward the most relevant information and help them understand complex ideas. The AI research assistant for students represents a shift in how knowledge is explored and understood. By transforming complex academic research into clear insights, it empowers students to focus on learning, thinking critically, and developing new ideas. And in a world where knowledge continues to expand rapidly, having an intelligent guide through the world of research could become one of the most valuable tools in modern education. AI Market Trend Prediction Engine. Imagine knowing what industries are about to explode in popularity before the rest of the world notices. Imagine identifying which products, technologies, or consumer behaviors are about to become the next big trend months or even years in advance. Investors could position themselves early, entrepreneurs could build businesses around emerging demand, and companies could adapt their strategies before competitors react. This is the powerful idea behind an AI market trend prediction engine. Markets are constantly changing. Consumer preferences shift, technologies evolve, new companies disrupt industries, and global events reshape economic landscapes. Businesses that recognize these changes early often gain enormous advantages. However, detecting trends before they become obvious is extremely difficult. Traditionally, companies rely on market research reports, surveys, and historical data to understand trends. These methods are often slow and expensive. By the time the information becomes widely available, the opportunity may already be crowded with competitors. An AI market trend prediction engine approaches the problem in a completely different way. Instead of analyzing limited data sources, the system collects massive amounts of information from across the digital world. It studies news articles, financial reports, social media discussions, product launches, consumer reviews, patent filings, startup investments, and search engine trends. Each of these signals reveals small hints about where markets might be heading. The AI analyzes these signals continuously and searches for patterns. If multiple signals begin pointing toward a specific industry or technology, the system identifies that as a potential emerging trend. For example, suppose the AI detects increasing online discussions about electric vehicles, growing investment in battery technology, rising search interest in charging infrastructure, and new patents being filed for advanced energy storage systems. These combined signals might indicate that the electric vehicle market is about to expand rapidly. The system could alert businesses and investors about this opportunity long before it becomes obvious to the general public. Another important capability is industry trend mapping. Instead of analyzing individual companies in isolation, the AI examines entire sectors. It identifies industries experiencing rising demand, new innovations, or major shifts in consumer behavior. For instance, it might detect that consumers are increasingly searching for sustainable products, leading to growth in eco-friendly packaging, renewable energy solutions, and sustainable fashion. Businesses can use these insights to adjust their product strategies and marketing approaches. Consumer sentiment analysis is another powerful component. Public opinion often shapes market trends. Social media platforms, product reviews, and online forums contain millions of conversations about products and services. The AI analyzes these discussions to understand how consumers feel about different industries. If people begin expressing excitement about a particular product category or frustration with existing solutions, the system identifies these emotional signals as indicators of potential market opportunities. Another valuable feature is early startup tracking. New startups often introduce innovations that later become mainstream industries. The AI can monitor startup funding announcements, venture capital investments, and technology incubator activity. If a sudden wave of funding appears in a particular sector, it may signal that investors believe a major trend is emerging. For example, if many startups begin developing artificial intelligence tools for healthcare diagnostics, the AI system could identify this cluster of activity as a sign that AI-driven healthcare solutions are gaining momentum. Another powerful function is predictive modeling. The AI analyzes historical market cycles and compares them with current patterns. By studying past trends, economic conditions, and technology adoption curves, the system attempts to forecast how certain industries might evolve in the future. While predictions can never be perfectly accurate, combining multiple data sources greatly improves the ability to detect early signals. Businesses can also use the platform for competitive strategy. If the AI predicts that a certain market segment will grow significantly, companies can begin developing products or services tailored to that segment. This allows them to enter emerging markets before competitors become aware of the opportunity. Investors can use the system to identify industries that may deliver strong long-term returns. Instead of reacting to trends after they become popular, they can invest during the early stages of growth. Another interesting application is product innovation. Companies often struggle to identify new product ideas that resonate with consumers. By analyzing market signals and consumer sentiment, the AI can suggest product concepts aligned with emerging demand. For example, if consumers are increasingly discussing smart home technology combined with energy efficiency, the system might suggest developing smart energy management devices. From a business perspective, the AI market trend prediction engine could become an extremely valuable tool. Corporations, investment firms, consulting companies, and entrepreneurs all rely on market insights when making strategic decisions. A platform that continuously monitors global trends and identifies opportunities early could attract significant demand. The service could operate as a subscription-based intelligence platform where users receive trend reports, alerts about emerging industries, and predictive market analysis. Large enterprises might use the platform to guide product development and investment strategies. Venture capital firms might rely on the system to identify promising startup sectors. Governments and research institutions could also use trend analysis tools to understand economic shifts and prepare for future industries. As artificial intelligence continues to advance, these systems will become even more sophisticated. They may eventually analyze global economic signals in real time, detect emerging consumer behaviors, and predict technological breakthroughs before they happen. In the future, market intelligence may no longer rely solely on human intuition or slow research reports. Instead, businesses and investors will rely on intelligence systems that constantly analyze the pulse of global markets. The AI market trend prediction engine represents a new era of strategic insight. By transforming vast amounts of scattered data into clear predictions about future opportunities, it allows organizations to move faster, innovate earlier, and stay ahead in rapidly changing markets. And in a world where the biggest opportunities often belong to those who see the future first, having a system that can detect tomorrow's trends today could be one of the most powerful advantages any business or investor can possess. AI market trend prediction engine. Imagine knowing what industries are about to explode in popularity before the rest of the world notices. Imagine identifying which products, technologies, or consumer behaviors are about to become the next big trend months or even years in advance. Investors could position themselves early, entrepreneurs could build businesses around emerging demand, and companies could adapt their strategies before competitors react. This is the powerful idea behind an AI market trend prediction engine. Markets are constantly changing. Consumer preferences shift, technologies evolve, new companies disrupt industries, and global events reshape economic landscapes. Businesses that recognize these changes early often gain enormous advantages. However, detecting trends before they become obvious is extremely difficult. Traditionally, companies rely on market research reports, surveys, and historical data to understand trends. These methods are often slow and expensive. By the time the information becomes widely available, the opportunity may already be crowded with competitors. An AI market trend prediction engine approaches the problem in a completely different way. Instead of analyzing limited data sources, the system collects massive amounts of information from across the digital world. It studies news articles, financial reports, social media discussions, product launches, consumer reviews, patent filings, startup investments, and search engine trends. Each of these signals reveals small hints about where markets might be heading. The AI analyzes these signals continuously and searches for patterns. If multiple signals begin pointing toward a specific industry or technology, the system identifies that as a potential emerging trend. For example, suppose the AI detects increasing online discussions about electric vehicles, growing investment in battery technology, rising search interest in charging infrastructure, and new patents being filed for advanced energy storage systems. These combined signals might indicate that the electric vehicle market is about to expand rapidly. The system could alert businesses and investors about this opportunity long before it becomes obvious to the general public. Another important capability is industry trend mapping. Instead of analyzing individual companies in isolation, the AI examines entire sectors. It identifies industries experiencing rising demand, new innovations, or major shifts in consumer behavior. For instance, it might detect that consumers are increasingly searching for sustainable products, leading to growth in eco-friendly packaging, renewable energy solutions, and sustainable fashion. Businesses can use these insights to adjust their product strategies and marketing approaches. Consumer sentiment analysis is another powerful component. Public opinion often shapes market trends. Social media platforms, product reviews, and online forums contain millions of conversations about products and services. The AI analyzes these discussions to understand how consumers feel about different industries. If people begin expressing excitement about a particular product category or frustration with existing solutions, the system identifies these emotional signals as indicators of potential market opportunities. Another valuable feature is early startup tracking. New startups often introduce innovations that later become mainstream industries. The AI can monitor startup funding announcements, venture capital investments, and technology incubator activity. If a sudden wave of funding appears in a particular sector, it may signal that investors believe a major trend is emerging. For example, if many startups begin developing artificial intelligence tools for healthcare diagnostics, the AI system could identify this cluster of activity as a sign that AI-driven healthcare solutions are gaining momentum. Another powerful function is predictive modeling. The AI analyzes historical market cycles and compares them with current patterns. By studying past trends, economic conditions, and technology adoption curves, the system attempts to forecast how certain industries might evolve in the future. While predictions can never be perfectly accurate, combining multiple data sources greatly improves the ability to detect early signals. Businesses can also use the platform for competitive strategy. If the AI predicts that a certain market segment will grow significantly, companies can begin developing products or services tailored to that segment. This allows them to enter emerging markets before competitors become aware of the opportunity. Investors can use the system to identify industries that may deliver strong long-term returns. Instead of reacting to trends after they become popular, they can invest during the early stages of growth. Another interesting application is product innovation. Companies often struggle to identify new product ideas that resonate with consumers. By analyzing market signals and consumer sentiment, the AI can suggest product concepts aligned with emerging demand. For example, if consumers are increasingly discussing smart home technology combined with energy efficiency, the system might suggest developing smart energy management devices. From a business perspective, the AI market trend prediction engine could become an extremely valuable tool. Corporations, investment firms, consulting companies, and entrepreneurs all rely on market insights when making strategic decisions. A platform that continuously monitors global trends and identifies opportunities early could attract significant demand. The service could operate as a subscription-based intelligence platform where users receive trend reports, alerts about emerging industries, and predictive market analysis. Large enterprises might use the platform to guide product development and investment strategies. Venture capital firms might rely on the system to identify promising startup sectors. Governments and research institutions could also use trend analysis tools to understand economic shifts and prepare for future industries. As artificial intelligence continues to advance, these systems will become even more sophisticated. They may eventually analyze global economic signals in real time, detect emerging consumer behaviors, and predict technological breakthroughs before they happen. In the future, market intelligence may no longer rely solely on human intuition or slow research reports. Instead, businesses and investors will rely on intelligent systems that constantly analyze the pulse of global markets. The AI market trend prediction engine represents a new era of strategic insight. By transforming vast amounts of scattered data into clear predictions about future opportunities, it allows organizations to move faster, innovate earlier, and stay ahead in rapidly changing markets. And in a world where the biggest opportunities often belong to those who see the future first, having a system that can detect tomorrow's trends today could be one of the most powerful advantages any business or investor can possess. AI Customer Support Automation Platform. Imagine running a business that receives hundreds or even thousands of customer questions every day. Emails, chat messages, website inquiries, social media messages, and support tickets all arrive constantly. Customers expect quick answers, sometimes within minutes, but hiring a large support team is expensive and managing them can become complicated. Now imagine if an intelligent system could instantly answer most customer questions, understand the context of each inquiry, and provide accurate responses based on your company's knowledge and policies. That is the powerful idea behind an AI customer support automation platform. Customer support has always been one of the most important parts of any business. When customers have questions or problems, they expect fast and helpful responses. If a company responds too slowly or provides poor support, customers may leave and never return. In today's digital world where competition is intense, great customer support can be the difference between success and failure. But providing excellent support at scale is difficult. As businesses grow, the number of customer inquiries grows with them. A small startup might receive a few messages a day, but a growing company can quickly receive hundreds or thousands. Each message requires time, attention, and accurate information. This is where artificial intelligence can transform the entire support experience. An AI customer support automation platform acts like a highly trained support agent that never sleeps. Businesses can train the AI using their existing knowledge base, frequently asked questions, product documentation, policies, and help center articles. Once the AI understands this information, it can answer customer questions instantly. When a customer asks a question on a website chat box, sends an email, or messages through social media, the AI analyzes the question and identifies what the customer needs. Instead of giving generic responses, it retrieves the most relevant information from the company's knowledge base and delivers a clear answer. For example, a customer might ask about shipping times, return policies, product specifications, or troubleshooting steps. The AI can provide accurate answers immediately without requiring a human support agent. This dramatically reduces response times. Instead of waiting hours for a reply, customers receive assistance within seconds. Another powerful feature is the AI's ability to understand natural language. Customers rarely ask questions in the exact wording used in a help document. They may phrase questions in many different ways. The AI interprets the meaning behind the question rather than relying on simple keyword matching. For example, one customer might ask, "Where is my order?" while another might say, "Has my package been shipped yet?" Even though the wording is different, the AI understands that both questions relate to order tracking and provides the correct response. The system can also integrate with company databases and systems. If connected to order management software, the AI could retrieve real-time information about a customer's purchase and provide personalized updates. Instead of telling the customer to wait for an agent, the AI can instantly confirm shipment status or delivery estimates. But automation does not mean removing humans completely. A well-designed AI platform can recognize when a situation is too complex or sensitive to handle automatically. If a customer has a complicated issue or becomes frustrated, the AI can escalate the conversation to a human support agent. The AI can also provide the agent with a summary of the conversation so the customer does not need to repeat their problem. This creates a seamless collaboration between AI and human agents. Another important benefit is scalability. During busy periods such as holiday sales or product launches, customer inquiries often spike dramatically. Hiring additional support staff for short periods can be costly and inefficient. AI systems can handle these sudden increases in demand without difficulty. A single AI platform could assist thousands of customers simultaneously. The system can also analyze support data to improve business operations. By studying customer questions and complaints, the AI can identify common issues with products or services. If many customers are asking the same question, that might indicate confusion about a product feature or a problem in the ordering process. Businesses can use this information to improve their products, update their documentation, or fix recurring problems. Another advantage is multilingual support. Companies that operate internationally often struggle to provide customer service in multiple languages. AI systems can translate and respond in many languages instantly. A customer in Spain, India, or Brazil could receive support in their native language without requiring a global support team. From a business perspective, the AI customer support automation platform can be offered as a software service. Companies would subscribe to the platform and train the AI with their own documentation and policies. Different pricing tiers could offer different capabilities. Smaller businesses might use basic chat automation, while larger companies could use advanced features such as voice support, integration with CRM systems, and predictive analytics. The platform could also include dashboards that show support performance metrics. Businesses could track response times, customer satisfaction levels, common issues, and conversation volumes. These insights allow companies to continuously improve their support systems. As artificial intelligence technology continues to evolve, these systems will become even more intelligent. Future versions may understand emotional tone in customer messages, detect frustration, and adjust responses accordingly. They may proactively offer help when customers appear confused while browsing a website. Eventually, AI support agents may become so advanced that customers cannot easily distinguish them from human representatives. The AI customer support automation platform represents a shift in how businesses interact with their customers. Instead of long waiting times and overwhelmed support teams, companies can provide fast, accurate, and personalized assistance at any time of the day. In a world where customer experience is becoming one of the most important competitive advantages, businesses that adopt intelligent support systems will be able to respond faster, scale more efficiently, and build stronger relationships with their customers. And for customers, the result is simple but powerful: getting the help they need exactly when they need it.